cut. Yeah, cut it. Good day everyone, you're welcome back to this channel. What I will be sharing with you in this video is how to make this simple crop top, and trust you're going to enjoy this tutorial because it's very easy. In fact, you may not even have to be a tailor or a seamstress before you know this. Just take your time and watch to the end. So let's get started. As you can see right here, the fabric is already on fold. I've folded it into 4 pieces. Now you can see, so I'm going to count from the base here to show that this is 4 pieces. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Can you see? 4. So here is the joining. Now here, can you see 2 joining at the edge here? So right now I'm going to start. Now the length of this is 46 by 26. So I have it here because it's refolded into 2 again. That's why I'm having 23. So 23 times 2 gives me 46. Now for the width, so here I have 13. By the time I open it, becomes 26. That is 13 times 2, 26. So right now we are going to start. Now I'm going to, from this edge here, this is my center front and back. So from this edge, I'm going to measure the width of the neckline. And the width of the neckline, in this case, I will be using 3 1/4 of an inch. 3 1/4, that is 3.25 inches. So I have it right here. Here is it. Can you see? So now that is for the width. Let me mark it very well. Now for the depth I will be making use of 2 inches for the depth. So I have it here, 2 inches. Here is it, 2 inches. So I'm going to connect this to the width, the depth to the width. So I'm going to connect with a curve. So I'm going to create a curve right here. Can you see? So right now, I will just go ahead and cut it out. So can you see? I have it like this. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is just to open it out. So I have my shape like this. So now the next thing right now, I'm going to leave this aside. The next thing is to cut the bias tape, which I'm going to use for the neck. So let me just open it so that you can see. Can you see? So I'm going to cut a bias tape, which I'm going to use to tape it round. So right now I'm going to cut the bias tape. So as you can see me doing, I'm cutting diagonally. Okay, so the width should be like just 1 inch. 1 inch is okay. It shouldn't be too wide so that it won't prove an inconvenience. So 1 inch is okay. So in case it doesn't, the length is too short, that's the essence why I'm cutting it, to make it 2. So I'm going to sew this together, but before I do that, once it can go round, then that's okay. But if it can't go round, then I will just have to sew it together. So I'm going to use it to sew it round like this. I think it should go. So the one stripe is okay. So that's how I'm going to sew it round. And I haven't done that. The next thing I'm going to do is also to go to the edge. I'm going to sew the edge also. I fold it into two, one, two, just little. Can you see? So I sew the edge round. So that's the next thing I will be doing right now. Now, as you can see right here, I've completed sewing the neckline round. Can you see? Can you see how neat it is? After sewing, I ironed it so that it will relax well. So the next thing I did was also to sew the edge. Like I said, I sewed the edge round. Can you see? Here is it. The rectangular edge, I sew it all round. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to also consider my band. And here is it. Now, the length of this band is going to be 2 times the waist circumference. For instance, if the waist circumference is 25, it's going to be 25 times 2, which is going to be 50. So that is the length of this band. Now, the width here, the width is, I'm going to measure what I have here. The width I have I have 4.5 inches here. So you can see I have 4.5. So I'm going to fold it into 2 equal parts like this. So this is the right side, this is the wrong side. So I fold it like this. Okay, so I'm going to sew it like this. I curve this area, this side, so that it will give me that pointed shape at the end of the day. So I curve it. After that, then I sew it round. By the time I get to the other end, I will also curve it like I did when I started. So I'm going to curve it like this. So that is the next thing I'm going to do right now. So I will be right back. So as you can see right here, I curve it at the edge like I said the other time. Then I sew it straight. Okay, by the time I got to almost the center, I left a space. Here is the space from which I'm going to turn it inside out. Then I proceeded to the other end. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is just to shape this shape, is to shape this curve area like this. Okay, can you see? So right now I will also do likewise. I do likewise to the other one, the other end. So after that, then I'm going to turn it inside, turn the inside out. So you can use any blunt object, not too sharp, so that it will be very easy to bring it out. Can you see? So I'm going to bring it out like this. So right now, haven't brought it out. Also the other end. Then I'm going to seal this edge here, this open edge. I'm going to seal it round. I start from this edge, I seal it round, so that at the end of the day I close this place that is open. Now as you can see right now, I've ironed it. After sealing it round, can you see? Then I went ahead to iron it. That is why you can see it relaxing like this. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to spread the main clothes out. Okay, so I will be using this part as my front panel. So what I'm going to do right now is to measure from the bottom, from the down part. So I'm going to measure from the down part here. I will be measuring 5 inch upwards. So I measure 5 inch. So all through 5 inches. I measure 5 inches. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is just to connect these lines together. So as you can see, I've connected the lines together. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to fold it into 2 equal parts, like I'm doing right now, still on the front panel. So I fold into 2 equal parts. Can you see? So right now I'm going to determine the center point, marking it right here. This is the center. So I'm going to open it out again. Here is the center. So from this center, I'm going to measure 6.5 inches. 6.5 inches I mark. Can you see? 6.5. So also on my right hand side, I also mark 6.5 inches. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to pleat. So I'm going to pleat. So I will use my pin to hold it down as I'm doing the pleating. So I go ahead and pleat. So I use my pin to pin it down, like I'm doing right now. So the center point, I pleat. I pin it down. So I proceed. I also pleat. I pin it down. So you know that this is where I'm going to stop. So I proceed. So I pin it down. And you see, after that I'm done with this. So the next thing I'm going to do right now is to take my band. Okay, I'm going to take my band. So I'm going to fold it into 2 equal parts. I'm going to match it to each other like this. So this is the center of the band. From this center of the band, so I'm going to place it to that center which I mark here. So I place it like this. So I'm going to sew this edge like this. I sew it down to the body, and also this side I sew it down. After that, I will also go over, I sew it here like this also. So that's the next thing I'm going to do right now. Now as you can see right here, I've completed sewing the band to the waistline. Can you see? So here is my belt, which I'm going to use to tie it. Can you see? So I also went ahead to measure from this from this waist side. I measure from this point 3.5 inches upwards. Here is it. Can you see? 3.5 inches upward, and I did it to the second part, the second side, 3.5 inch upward. Can you see? So from that point, I attach the second band so that by the time I fold it in, it will not open at the armpit side. So that's just the essence of this. And you can see I attach the belt and also to the second part. So as you can see, the deed is done. I've completed everything, and that concludes this tutorial. I hope you have found this tutorial helpful, and if you have, kindly give it a big thumbs up. Thank you very much for taking your time to watch this video. I appreciate you all. So till I come your way, if you have any question regarding this tutorial, kindly drop your question in the comment section. And of course, if you have any comments, kindly drop your comments as well. Thank you very much. If you are yet to subscribe to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button below. That subscribe button below, just click on it, and also click on the notification bell. That bell is just for you to get notified so that anytime I release a new video, you can have access to it. Thank you very much. Bye for now.